like, God, if people knew.
On season 3 of the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian continues to give us a real look inside her marriage to Kanye West, before things all came crashing down, of course. This week's episode was a heavy one, and we learned just how far she would go to clean up his controversies. Plus, we get Khloe in a deep, dark place following her melanoma removal.
You just spiral into darkness.
So let's get into it. Season 3, episode 2 of the Kardashians. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. Last week, we got Kim having a breakdown over having to be the one to stay silent amid Kanye's erratic behavior for the sake of their kids. But I don't know, it doesn't look like she's staying silent anymore.
I am the one being accused for so many things and blamed for so many things, and it really is hurtful.
Kim reveals she used to spend hours and hours and hours of her days as Kanye's cleanup crew.
They used to run around and call everyone behind his back and be like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, don't worry, just give him another chance.
It was that dynamic that had Kim asking for a divorce. And now, of course, his erratic behavior and online rants have been aimed at her and her family.
It's like the hardest feeling to watch someone you really loved and you have a family with just be so different than who you knew.
And of course, being in the public eye didn't so much bode well for her relationship with Pete Davidson.
Even in the dating conversation, once there's a story about you, you start to believe the hype that you're together and oh my God, and this hot and heavy, and it's like everywhere.
Kim said she has been able to keep all of it away from her kids though, even if it means blocking everything except for Apple TV in her house to prevent them from seeing anything related to his controversies.
I can't risk a Access Hollywood coming
or a
up
news
next,
story
or anything on the news.
Aside from the Kanye crisis, Khloe is having a skin cancer crisis, and honestly, it's super scary. After noticing what she thought was a persistent zit on her cheek that just wasn't going away, Khloe decided to get it checked out, and she was diagnosed eventually with a melanoma.
I'm definitely anxious about everything, and now you just have to wait. I think this is when you're waiting on results is sort of when your mind can just like go to different places.
Having the cancerous tissue removed was tough, and Khloe's bestie Malika admits that with the cancer scare, Tristan stuff, the new baby, this is the worst off she's seen her friend in a very long time.
If I could tell you some of the hardest times that I've seen you going through in your life, I think that this one is the closest to when your father passed.
While Khloe admits she does tend to use humor to cope with trauma, she might want to give another approach a go.
When I could block things out and I could just want to laugh things off, it's just how I cope with things. I never said it was healthy. I just said it's how I cope with things.
Malika advises her to have a full-on scream sesh, admit just how much she hates everything that's happening to her, but I don't know, I don't think Khloe was really buying it.
Can't get me down.
Also in this week's episode, we ironically enough addressed the fact that season 2 of the Kardashians got really bad reviews. A lot of people said season 2 didn't show enough stuff of the Kardashians' real life. I mean, Pete Davidson was on for like 2 seconds, the Kanye stuff was minimal, and those were 2 huge things happening at the time. But Kim doesn't think it was fair criticism.
You can't film with someone that's not a cast member, that doesn't have aspirations of being on a reality show. Bottom line.
And neither does Khloe, who remember was dealing with the Tristan, the surrogacy.
Newly dating someone, I'm not gonna have them on the show though. If I'm newly dating someone, that's weird.
Okay, but if we're not gonna see real life stuff, then what are we doing here? I have to disagree with the Kardashians here. What do you think? Are they showing enough stuff? Do they need to be showing more? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe while you're there, and head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.